Welcome to the F.E.A.R Chronicles, false evidence appearing real, where we are covering real stories for navigating burnout, bold moves, and becoming your best self. I'm your host, Natasha Aga, private practice strategist, mother of two, and recovering perfectionist. This is the space where we get honest about the pivots, the pressure, and the purpose behind it all. If you're navigating life transitions, career shifts, motherhood, or learning to trust yourself again, you're in the right place. Let's dive in.
Probability versus possibility, being realistic versus being idealistic. These words are often used interchangeably. However, there is a difference. First, we're going to define them because this is the reframe that you didn't know you needed. Probability. This is the measurement of how likely an event is to occur. It's usually a percentage. There's usually some kind of math involved with this one, right? Possibility is a state of something being able to exist, happen, or be true. This one's often a binary, like yes or no. Is that possible? Yes or no. Then there's success, which is the accomplishment of a goal or desired outcome or purpose. What I want you to ask yourself is, what does success mean to you? Define it for yourself. Then ask yourself, do I feel successful right now at this point in my life? When it comes to your perception and your brain, the lens you will see things from is one in which your brain deems as realistic. This typically originates from past experiences. This is coupled with your nervous system working to keep you safe. Remember, your nervous system blurs safety and familiarity. So you see probability from your beliefs and what you have already experienced or what you know of others' experiences. If you've been listening to this podcast and thinking, I know there's more for me, more alignment, more freedom, more clarity, that version of you, she already exists. And that is exactly the work we do inside the Private Practice Burnout Solution. This is where we move beyond surface level strategy and into the identity, energy, and systems needed to build a business that actually supports your life. If you're ready to become her now, you'll find more details on my website at natashaagaconsulting.co. When it comes to your perception of what is possible, you can often see it. You can visualize. If you get granular, you can feel what it feels like. The disconnect often appears when your brain and your nervous system overrides and says, that's nice, but that will never happen, or that just can't happen. That's a pipe dream, right? That's unrealistic, and that's not possible for you. What is so sneaky is that what you believe is reflected back to you in your actions. Sometimes your inaction. Your beliefs and your actions will reflect, let's call it the old way from the lens of probability. So the pattern of your operating system, which is your brain, may look like you plan, but you're planning from these limitations of what you believe is possible. Then you put in a lot of effort and a lot of time, and then you execute or don't execute. And then the loop or the pattern cycles through from the beginning. To break away from this old way or this pattern, this loop of probability and limitation, is to lean on possibilities. This is where you dream bigger. Imagine your ultimate dreams. What is possible for you? What would you love? If you could be, do, have anything you want, what would it be? You have to believe it to see it, not the other way around. Now, we have talked about beliefs before, which originate with your thoughts, your dominant thought patterns, repeated over and over again, which become your beliefs. Once you break the pattern on what you believe is probable for you, you open up the world of endless possibilities. Don't worry about the details, the how, or even the amount of time. Tap in to your inner child and ask her, what would she love? What does she want to do when she grows up? What is the life that she dreams of? Better yet, write it all down. There is something magical about putting pen to paper and really painting the picture for yourself. If you do this and you feel like it sounds fantastical and impossible, that is where the work truly begins. Why do you think that? Why do you feel that way? Why can't this be possible for you? Once you can dream it, grab your paintbrush and start creating that picture that's in your mind and bring it into reality. Anything is possible as long as you believe it. I would love to hear from you. Any light bulb moments, insights, or takeaways from this episode. You can share with me on Instagram at Natasha Aga Consulting or comment below. For more strategies, insights, and resources to help you navigate your own journey, join my Fearless Alignment newsletter on my podcast page. I invite you to take my 2-minute Are You the Bottleneck quiz to find out who or what is slowing down your progress. It's fast, fun, and eye-opening, and I will link that in the show notes below.
Thanks for joining me on the F.E.A.R Chronicles. If this episode resonated with you, I'd love for you to like, comment, or share with someone who needs it. Want more support? Check out the links below for free resources, workshops, and how to work with me. Remember, bold moves start with small shifts. You've got this, and I've got you.